Welcome to another episode of Here's My Pictures. So, let us look at some pictures. I think the most important pictures that we should look at right now, if I could find them, would be this one. So this is George Soros' son. It's kind of blurry, but you could find this picture on the internet. And what this communist Justin Trudeau is showing is Dominion Sitel voter fraud electronic tabulation. Okay, so here it is here. George Soros, his son, this guy that's taken over the Nazi empire, and this Build Back Better World Economic Forum logo, and he's a traitor. He's a communist, Bolshevik traitor. That's just common language, clear language. And this technology is called Hammer and Scorecard, developed by CIA. And they're going to steal the British Columbia election, just like they stole the American election when Donald Trump did not win the election. And we've seen a massive spike in voter fraud. So Justin Trudeau looks pretty identical to Fidel Castro. He's got the two-headed bird there. And that's the Freemason bird. And all of this money laundering that takes place, 330 million. There's that Freemason number again and again and again. You see him talking in this World Economic Forum, spending billions of dollars of our tax dollars. And basically, he's bankrupting our country to bring in a new world order, a one world government. These people are committing murder and sedition and treason. So they're all part of this occult. They all use these hand signals and all of this stuff. And I'm just going through some of these pictures here. You could use them all if you like. But I'm going to just stay focused on the Canadian part of this for now. But we have to understand that what's happening in Canada is going to continue happening. So here's some direct energy weapons used in a perfect line. All these fires started immediately, one after another. Here's some live pictures of this. And so these wildfires are planned. Burn you out of house and home to build back better. Here's a place where I used to work in Jasper, and the flowers are still in bloom. So the intensities of these fires would have scorched everything. But here you still see the table is glass. It didn't shatter under the heat. You know, a little melted umbrella, but the flowers are still there. So we've seen these weapons being used. Here's another picture of Jasper. I know this street well. I walked up and down it many times. This was actually taken in Jasper. And so this is very consistent. Burn Back Better, United Nations Global Initiative. So here is the same Soros with the candidate who can't even hold a conversation. And so, you know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that all these people that wear their red cabal, and they're all part of the cabalists. This is the supposed sniper that saved the assassination attempt at Donald Trump. See, these monsters are being exposed for being pedophiles, and lo and behold, they become politicians. And so that's most likely what's happened with these politicians. By the way, symbolism in the book of black magic: don't eat McDonald's unless you're into cannibalism. How do these frequencies and these poisons be allowed to exist if they're harming people? But there they are. They're allowed to exist, and they most certainly are poisoning people. So some northern lights or man-made northern lights, depending on how you look at it. What we see going on is this climate change. CC 33, third letter of the alphabet, climate change. So yeah, you got this, carbon footprint with all these planes zapping back and forth, and you wonder, well, aren't they burning carbon? Aren't they ruining the atmosphere? And the answer is yes. Yeah, they're pretty much evil monsters committing murder, sedition, and treason on a global scale. Here's the traitor Justin Trudeau hanging out with U2, which was part of United Nations and World Economic Forum. And this monster who creeped out all the creeps at Epstein Island, he took a very sadistic pleasure in what he did. So all of these monsters, they're in on it. And this pedo world is a better example of what this is. There's John Legend there, and his wife, Chrissy Teigen, bragging about eating adrenochrome and pizza. And Jim Carrey with his triangle over his mouth. And Anderson Cooper, Aleister Crowley, Antichrist. And so you see these people, they're all part of the Black Eye Society or Red Shoe Society. You should look that up. Here's the Black Eye Society. Mr. Dr. Phil just happened to have a black eye. And so, yeah, there's Francis Macaron. Do you know too many people who talk like this and look like this and hold each other and do this? No. They're part of an occult. They're extremely evil. And here's that 33 again. Just to kind of put it out there so you get this thing that's going on. Pretty important. They're Nazis. They're Freemason Jesuits committing murder, sedition, and treason. Every time you watch the media, they're necromancing you. They're spellcasting. Greta Thunberg, how dare you rule my future? Climate change is man-made to bring about the New World Order and to tax you to death. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but the Star of David has nothing to do with the Hebrew people or the chosen ones. It has to do with these religions, these man-made mechanisms to bring about the New World Order. And so, when people say, oh, that's a conspiracy, you could do some research and find out that no, forest fire as a military weapon has been used, will be used again, and is being used right now, and is most certainly very deadly. It's weapons of mass destruction with no accountability. And so when I post this picture of this monster, that's what majority of the woke people see. Pray for Ukraine. Pray for the enemy. Is that what you're doing? Hazarian Tagma, the Moloch signal. They take your children and pass them before Moloch. Pass them before this deity. So they take your children and burn them alive in worship of Moloch. This lady that freaked out, as above, so below, well, they worship Baphomet. And when you see all these sports stars doing the same thing, then you could kind of get into it. Here's an example of all your media, and they're all owned by Zionists, Freemason Jesuits. They're controlling the news and the narrative. So if you don't believe what's happening and that World War III we are in, here's an example of Gematria. Gematria, we are in World War III now, so quit waiting for World War III. We're part of it. Finland just joined NATO. Their swastika flag in there. So as above, so below, with their 2 fingers pointing up, 2 fingers pointing down, and their Freemason Jesuit triangular hand signals, and the Build Back Better or 666 that you see Donald Trump doing, and all their occultic hand signals. They're all part of it. Yeah, I mean, like these monsters hang out together. So P. Diddy just got busted. And so, you know, this will continue. We'll expose the evil. This A113 is the adrenochrome chemical compound molecule. That's when they brutalize your children, traumatize your children. They produce adrenalized blood. A113. It's in Buzz Lightyear, A Bug's Life A113. There you go. And it's in everything. A113. Yeah, it's pretty much in everything. And so you will continue seeing the pedophiles symbol and the A113 in your toys and in your movies and in your... Until people wake up and we take this world back, you're going to continue seeing them mocking and scoffing you as they murder and devour your children. They put it in cartoons. Walt Disney was part of the 33 Club. Walt Disney was a Mason, a Jesuit, just like Francis Macaron, a actor and a Jesuit, like Donald Trump, an actor, a Jesuit. All these people are spirit cookers. She admits being a spirit cooker. There's Anderson Cooper or Aleister Crowley. And so they all hang out together, right? And if you're not awake yet, please share this video, because this Abramovich and Mr. Gaga, he is no lady. And what they do to our children, this isn't art, this is symbology. And so yeah, they're devouring our children. That's just the way it is. There's Trump. Yeah, Bank of Montreal there's the pyramid, the symbology, and all of the cube of Saturn. There you go. Yeah, the adrenochrome molecule. So just when you think you get away from this pedophile symbol, it's in Justin Trudeau's logo. Nickelodeon just so happens to be the same shape and size of Epstein Island. And the 666 symbology in everything, all your toys. So yeah, just thought I'd do a quick little video, show you some toys with pedophile symbols. There's a FBI pedophile symbols in case you're looking for them. How to fight these monsters. Joel Osteen, you got the Vav, and the monster drink there, and then you have it here in Joel Osteen's church. And so yeah, it's in everything. Okay, so just keep your head on a swivel, watch their hands, there's their hand signals. And the whole world's a stage, one big club and you're not part of it. You know, here's the As Above, So Below. The Illusion does great work. Subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Yeah, see, when he came out with his evil portrait, and then this butterfly, the monarch butterfly, it has 88 in it. That number is, and then all they come out, they're all like a cult. They all wear the same shirts. They're all wearing the same shirt. There's Klaus Schwab, the deviant, with World Economic Forum, matching the. Here's the 7 churches that match the Pleiades. So they're occultists. You have to understand, they are in a cult. It's just the way it is. It's time to wake up. It's time to start taking this world back. All of NASA is liars. Here's all your dead astronauts. Challenger disaster, it's Challenger deception. So it's just a lie. They're liars. They're thieves. All your favorite sitcoms. There it is there. The adrenochrome molecule again on Big Bang Theory. Right? So when you have eyes to open and you'll see that this weather warfare is being used against us, you got to wake up. You got to start waking up your brothers and sisters. That's how we win this war. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Crisis actors. George Floyd was at his own funeral. They're not going to stop. They're going to destroy everything and everyone that they can while there's still time. KKK leader Robert Byrd with Joe Biden. The Democrats are the party of slavery. This is the opening ceremony just before the pandemic of the Olympics. And you have death and all these hospital beds and nurses running around, and they're predictively programming you, telling you what they're going to do. That's what they do. Here's the ritual of, the ritual of putting blood on the ear, the toe, and the thumb, and where Donald Trump got almost killed it, but not quite. Here's Above, So Below again. Here's the Aleph and the Tav over the eclipses over America. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the before and the after. Some of them are girls, some of them are boys. We've seen that. This is what's coming. Grievous sores as biblically sound references to this. So yeah, Satan, Santa, just like NASA says, T minus 4 seconds and counting. If you take the T out, you could spell, NASA, NASA. You take the T out, T minus 4 seconds and counting, you get it? Yeah, just the way it is. Yep, so we're out there spraying your ears, poisoning you. Statue of Liberty is the statue of Lucifer. How greatly we are deceived. Lots of predictive programming in the bombing of the Twin Towers. More bombing of the Twin Towers, predictive programming. So yeah, there we go. 9/11. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7 is 11. 9/11. Just a little 11th month, 7th day bombing of Pearl Harbor kind of triangle within a triangle. Pedophile symbol. Yeah, sustainable resources. World Food Program. Oh, I trust NATO. I don't trust NATO. They're a bunch of murderers. So these are maps of Vanguard and BlackRock. They own everything. So the black is just giving you indication by color how, if you don't believe me, that the whole world is owned by these Freemason Jesuits, these ones who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. As above, so below. Another Freemason Jesuit crisis actor. That should wake you up to the fact that all your sports are fake. All of them. So quit spending money on these guys. There's the Asclepius. And so that's the double-headed snake. That's where your medical symbol comes from. Pharmacia, pharmacia. Here's a 33-degree Mason, a controlled opposition. He wears a little red Kabbalah wristband too now and then. It's funny that this same supposed assassin that got killed was a member and in a Vanguard BlackRock commercial. So was this guy. That was the second assassination attempt. They're both connected to Vanguard and BlackRock. Pretty coincidental. This is pretty gross, but it's just showing you that when they tell you they're eating cats and dogs in this certain state in America, they're eating more than just cats and dogs. I won't show you that. It's pretty disgusting, but that's what they're doing. Remember Cain killed Abel, cannibals, Canaanites, they kill and eat each other. Don't eat McDonald's. Right, okay. So yeah, they're all connected. Here's the guy with the one assassin. Here's the guy with Vladimir Zelensky. Zelensky meaning green. The Green New Deal. Pan, you know. Again, may you be blessed. Short little video, short and sweet. This guy and this picture showing Dominion, Cytel, Hammer and Scorecard, voter fraud tabulation, the same thing where they had Sharpie fiascos. They handed out Sharpies, out of focus signature, kicked out the ballots, mail-in ballots, never hit an envelope, weren't folded, and didn't have barcodes on them. And so here they are in the building, right across the hall. And yeah, just so you know, that's what's happening in Canada right now. So British Columbia, wake up. These people have stolen the election again. Okay, bye-bye.